were involved in a symposium that we had in February on education. And our program this morning is a continuation of our work in the area of education. We worked on a report that covered from early childhood right to workforce preparedness. And today we're going to have the opportunity to talk with some students and really the future of our region. So we're just delighted to have them here with us today. My role is simply to introduce our host and our sponsor, and that's Umesh Verma. And I've known Umesh for close to 4 years now, and I've been calling him Umesh, and it's Umesh. So I'm really going to work on that. I just didn't have it right, did I?
You got it right.
I'm getting it right now. He is president and CEO of Blue Lance, and Blue Lance is our sponsor today. And again, thank you, Umesh. Thank you. Great muffins. And he is part of a company that he started more than a quarter of a century ago. And it can help you with your cyber governance needs. Now, if you don't know what that is, Blue Lance is a premier global provider of oversight, control, and compliance solutions to organizations such as corporations, healthcare providers, banks. You're an organization that needs some help with this. Blue Lance products can help you. They allow you to comply with the various laws that are in place to protect us and protect you. They are able to protect the security and privacy of your data. They allow you to identify potential insider threats, and you might explain that a little bit, and prevent any major losses. Also, Umesh is the founder of another company called C-Trek Hilton. It's an IT academy. It's the largest provider of business-to-business IT training, and he serves on our board, which is such a pleasure. He chairs our communications committee, and he also serves on the partnership board, and he is chairman of the technology infrastructure committee. So we have just the right person today to be our host and our sponsor, and I'm going to turn it over to Umesh, and he will introduce the rest of the panel. So welcome.
Thank you, Catherine. I'm short as it is, so I'm going to stand up a little bit. And I was asked to project, which I'll try and do. So if I'm not able to be heard in the back, please speak up. Thank you again, Catherine, and I'm really excited to be here and get this dialogue started about our education delivery system. Never before in the history of mankind have we had the ability where 5-year-olds are totally wired and they have the ability to communicate and send and receive information anywhere, anytime. Never before in our lifetimes have we seen our public school system and our colleges faced with the massive budget reductions that they are faced with. From numbers I'm hearing, 3 to 5, just statewide, 3 to 5 billion in the state of Texas, 100 plus million for the HISD, 37 million for Spring Branch, and it just keeps going on and on and on. So what does that mean? That means change is in the air. And where there's change, there's opportunity, right? And so the big question is, how do we start a meaningful dialogue on how we can develop the next model for our education system? And technology, when applied in a safe, secure, private manner and in a thoughtful way, is one of those levers that can really help us do more with less. And so the big question for today is that, how do we start this dialogue? And where do we go with this? So in my world of cyber governance, we develop products and solutions by really engaging with our customers. They are our consumers. We spend a lot of time talking with them about their challenges. And why do we do this? We do this because then we develop products and services that solve their most critical problems. In education, for the last 50-some years, we have delivered education to the consumer, who is our student, who is the student, and they are the customer. But they have had very little input in how they want the information delivered to them, and what they want delivered to them, where they want it delivered, when they want it delivered. So in today's time, where we sit with this great opportunity of massive budget cuts which are going to force us to change, and a highly connected world, today's dialogue, I think, is very, very important, and it sets the tone for where we can really go with it. And you will find that we have on today's panel, in addition to the professionals that we have on our panel, we've got 3 students. And I'm going to encourage them to express their views and really speak out as to what you see and where you see we can be taking the education system as we go forward. So with that, I would like to go ahead and introduce our panel. We have Dr. Carlos Solis of Rice University. Dr. Solis came to Houston in 1983 to earn a PhD in biology at Rice. As a graduate student, Carlos developed a great interest in computer applications for biology and education. In 1995, Carlos joined other Rice University volunteers that engaged with the Rice School, La Escuela Rice, with a vision of creating a multi-age, bilingual learning environment where technology would be infused in every aspect of teaching, learning, and working. During his tenure, Carlos's implementation of online project-based learning earned him the 1996 Computer World Smithsonian Award. Carlos worked with students at Hogg Middle School to implement an electronic studio environment, developed online instructional tools, and created a community access room in collaboration with HISD's North Central District. This project earned Carlos the Microsoft Connected Learning Community Award. In 2004, Carlos developed the first internet video-delivered full-length courses in astrobiology and consumer relations. The following year, he joined Rice's IT department as manager of educational technologies, where he works closely with faculty developing instructional projects tailored to specific instructor needs. Now, the students on our panel, in alphabetical order, just had to make sure that that was the way it was, are Christian Ante. Christian is just finishing his junior year at Cristo Rey Jesuit College Prep School of Houston. Christian is a member of the National Honor Society, staff photographer of the yearbook, and represented Cristo Rey Jesuit last summer at the Notre Dame Vision Club program. Now, all students at Cristo Rey Jesuit are required to work 1 day per week at corporations across the city as a means to pay for their college prep education and attend 4 longer class days. Over the last 3 years, Christian has worked at Cleanline Energy Partners, the YMCA headquarters, and Grant Thornton. Upon graduation, Christian hopes to study business at Notre Dame, Georgetown, or Columbia. Raised by a single mother who attends law school while working full-time, Christian hopes to follow in his mother's footsteps by attending law school someday. Next, we have Eric Lopez. We're a little Jump to the corner. Okay. You did it purposely, Don. Okay, thank you. Eric has just completed his junior year at Northbrook High School in Spring ISD. Eric is a member of the National Honor Society and the National Technical Honor Society. He is in the Collegiate Challenge, and his aspirations are to study medicine, to be either a pediatrician or an ophthalmologist. In the middle, we have Isaac Valdez. Isaac is 19 and a junior at the University of Houston downtown campus. He is studying applied mathematics and is currently working as a math tutor. And when I was speaking with him earlier, he said that his aspirations were to either become an actuarial accountant or a math professor. So, you know, we have a real mathematician over here. And then our moderator today is Andrea White. Now, many of us have known her as Houston's First Lady. But she is a giant in her own right. And so today, I want to tell you a little bit about Andrea. Andrea is an award-winning author who writes a blend of science fiction and history for young adults. In Surviving Antarctica reality TV 2083, Andrea describes a world where school is taught on television. Kids are required to watch 40 hours of teleschool a week, and it's against the law to not own a television. I wonder what a television is going to look like in 2083. Although in her book, Andrea pokes fun at a system that does not invest in education and wholly relies on distance learning. Ironically, since Surviving Antarctica came out in 2006, Andrea has spent a lot of time reaching out to students via Skype. So to help bridge budget cuts in public education, Andrea has started a program called VIVA. That's V-I-V-A, Virtual Interaction with Visiting Authors. VIVA tries to motivate young readers by bringing authors into the classroom through interactive video technology. In her own virtual visits, Andrea often asks young adults what they think about the future and what future technologies they would like to see, making her the perfect moderator for today's panel. Let's give Andrea and our panel a warm round of applause.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's so exciting to be talking about a topic that I'm so interested in and want to learn so much about. And we kind of informally kicked it around amongst us before this, and we decided to focus on students. I encouraged Dr. Solis and Umesh to speak up if they have questions for the students too. And then after 10 minutes or so, kind of to incorporate questions from the audience into the panel discussion. So, you know, maybe just to kick off the discussion, I think if you don't mind, Christian, starting, and then we go down the line, and just tell us a little bit about what technology you use at school and, you know, how helpful it is to you, so we can get a sense of what you're doing with technology now.
So at my school, we had donated smartboards in every single classroom, and the teachers incorporate that almost every single day in each one of my classes. We also have student emails school-wide, so everybody checks their emails all the time. And our grades are posted on Focus, this thing called Focus, where it's our student online portal where both, unfortunately, our parents can see our grades and we can remind ourselves daily of how we're doing. So that's really helped a lot because I mean, obviously I should be doing my homework for every single class, but if my grades dropping significantly daily, then obviously I'm doing something wrong in my classroom. So that's one of the biggest technologies that we use in our school.
Forgive me, Christian, I come from a middle school teaching background. I just want to make sure, does everybody know what a smart board is? Yeah, okay. Next.
Hi, I'm Isaac. Like you said, my university is using downtown. We utilize technology very wisely. Right now, we utilize 3 different portals mainly to target different areas of our university. One is Blackboard, which Blackboard Learn, which was recently updated this year, which is it's a portal that maintains classes and students connected. So it's where professors post their homework and everything you can find about our each specific class, you can access it there. Also, we use OrgSync. OrgSync is a portal that all organizations are connected through. It's like a Facebook kind of thing, but just solely for our university. And it's been successful so far. We've used it for a couple of years, and it's recent, about 3 years, we started using it. And when I came in as a freshman, I think it was around to the project. And it's a good software. It keeps a lot of organizations connected to one another and keeps relations building. And we also use other medias in our university to keep each student connected and whatnot. And our professors utilize our technology. We have classrooms with smart boards, like you stated, and projectors and whatnot that keep our students engaged.
So Eric?
Hi, my name is Eric Lopez, it says right there, from Norwood High School. And well, in the classroom, we mostly kind of use, the typical active board. Students get into it a little bit, so does teachers. We also use a lot of communications, such as Facebook, email, and even though it's a little bit hard, to get through your email and stuff like that, we still manage to, keep in contact with the teachers through Facebook, in which they always, post the homework, because, come on, who really does remember the homework when they get home after school, right? So, we always try to keep in touch with the teachers, and that's basically most of what's going on. But due to, a little bit of budget cuts and all of that stuff, we're still trying to manage through actually getting more into technology, even though it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit hard for our district. We are suffering a little bit, but we're trying to manage through and just basically do what high schools are made for and just push students through continued education.